can't just get on the hell out of there, Rube says, because there is a free kick being paid to Austin Crows. Backdoor man there, number 3 there is Brown. Brown sends it downtown, they rise above me. The lovely thing is behind the pack attack, LA Dragons there, trying to kick it out. Austin flying into the coop from all angles, good smothered by the number 7 there, and Telmage. 45 you can see for Austin is Vosgraw. Clear the decks, LA Dragons, but they've built that wall, and all the other brick in the wall. There's number 20 there for Austin. There was Burgess. Burgess looking to hook up there with the number 41, and Mitch Dell. Dell handballs looking for his number 20 there in Burgess. Burgess back to Brown. Brown downtown. Who's he find? Oh, coming in on the route. On a slant route in the wrong direction even. Great courage, the number 6 against a grain of play, and of course that's Grant Campbell. Grant Campbell, fearless, with all the courage, to quote another town, of a New York firefighter, as we fire in with Campbell. Campbell like in a ring in the bell, and he hauls on goals for 6 points for the Crows. The Crows now set their sights on 4 p.m. this afternoon. That's the first one. They're not quite there yet. Like I say, the Dragons really have to put one on them to progress themselves. Handy goal against the breeze, the Crows. We all start to gather around a little. This Cooper's Field of Dreams. They dob it long, centre half forward. Dragons with a chance of their own. One of their owners in there, wasn't pushing the back, he kept his feet. Got support. Not on the watch of the number 9 for Austin though, there in Gigliotti. Free kick on the play. Oh, out of bounds, in fact, on the other side. Throwing. Again, unlisted numbers for the LA Dragons. Ruckman to do battle. Star Galactica Star with the ball. And the Galaxy all of its own there, just for a split minutes. By minute. Are they going to hold on to this ball? No, that escapes. 4. Flying shot on goal by the number 4. For goodness sake, hippie shake out there. The LA Dragons. Don't forget our name, they said. LA Dragons, breathing fire. Number 4, seemingly from the impossible angle, shoots and scores, as they'll be able to pick it up on the replay as we progress into the ESPN coverage. Cometh up. Division 3, 2 and 1 finals to be covered by them, and also the Women's Division 1 final. As I understand it, more importantly, what's the score, Grummer? It's 1-1-7, Austin to 1 straight kick 6, the LA Dragons. Using the wind, against the wind, Bob Seeger fashion. Austin free kick off the play, holding illegal contact. Austin Crows going the way of the number 36 for LA Dragons. Don't have the number. Looking for a number though down there. Can I have your number in the forward line? One of my team. Oh, they do rise, almost a mark. Crows took all their time, got rid of a delicate, delicious delivery. Up the line, who have they found this time? Number 22 had to give it away now by hand. LA Dragons cut inboard, hoping to inflict something on the Austin Crows. Dragons looking good, looking okay, taking up the big boys. Good bump like no more with no big fat, you know what, and goes forward, sells the old okey doke, goes back in, 14 Austin Crows. Pitaniari, Dragons down the line, over and out on the 4.
Might have been the other headset because of the announcements, mateship match, meet a tournament central. He actually doesn't have his headset on. The games at noon.
Okay, thanks, Chet. I'll run through those when I can. Coming up now is the Crows. Forward line, picked up by 14 there for the Crows. Downtown, 1-on-1. Looks like out there could have been Carpenter. Offloads to the number 22 there and Stefan Barr. And Barr knows where the action is. High diddle, splits the middle. Austin Crows do respond with one of their own. It's 2-1 now. The Austin Crows 13 to LA Dragons, 1 straight kick. Don't forget, we've got the Mateship Cup coming up at 12 noon here on Coopers Field, perhaps, but you congregate here at Coopers Field for the Mateship Cup. Also meet at 11:15 and 11:30 at Tournament Central for the Guernsey handouts. And the US and Oz veterans will be playing at another game, which I'll find out where there is a field. So if you've been actively involved in duty right now or served this great country in days gone by, we have a mateship game to honour the friendship of two great countries, which started way back in Hamel. I think it was 1918 in France. Long way from France. Well, we spoke about Quebec earlier, who's speaking a little of that kind of language. What a great effort they've had in the Nationals. Meanwhile, in a different part of town, the LA Dragons and Austin are getting down in the middle. 13 plays 6. Roop in the middle of a G-Shock. Send it, she will, to the heavens. 4-3, Austin Crows in the ruck. Maleza. LA Dragons again, forward line. Striding in the Crows, across the face, connect, 3, Brown. Brown gets the call on the outside, taking it on the outside, the Crows, flat line, in front, the Dragons. LA Dragons still breathing fire. Fires almost with the left foot, does this time. Fires it up towards left half forward, it's wide. Has it come off the hands or out of bounds on the full? It's over and out, throw in. Left half forward flank. So the Veterans Masters and Legends game, it's at 1 p.m. Masters and Legends to meet at 12:15 at Tournament Central. So if you're in the Masters and Legends, 12:15 at Tournament Central, that's the old boys, the old timers, the good old boys. And if you're part of the Mateship Cup, anyone who has served this great country, or any country for that matter, can join. US and Australian veterans, active duty. Spirit of the game as we're going to play, as this game has been played all nationals long, but it'd be great to pay our respects to get alongside the field of which I'll give you for those men that provide the opportunity, and women, to play a game like this in the security and the peace of the blanket they provide. Meanwhile, Austin have it, right half forward, the lead 2, tackled. Kind of scrappy game with this. Like, LA not letting Austin play their freewheeling system at the moment, which is a credit to them. Austin probably not showing all their cards on the table at the moment. So it's just one of those games that is more of scrimmage. You've got to also remember that they have played 2 of these games previously on Saturday. Sunday, send it forward, looking for Carpenter, couldn't connect. Picked up by the number 6 there for the Crows. Campbell, shot on goal, rolls forward and through by the looks. So nonchalant there was Campbell. Now, if I remember in a match last year with Campbell when they played Golden Gate, a couple of crucial goals in that final way back up in Racine. So seemingly going through the motions, Austin here, probably saving a little too in their tank because it looks like they will be playing in the final 3-1-19 to one straight kick the Dragons. Be good to say hello to Brian Barish at some point in time. Brian, if you care to join me at 1 or 2 or 3 of the matches down at this stage. I miss you, buddy. I love you. Back in the middle, Austin Crows over the top. Hook up with their number 41 there in Dell. Dells delivers downtown and a good mark by the number 40. Austin Crows. Of course, that's Nolan Cox. Cox, specialist forward, sends it. Renders it, the back of the pack. Socket away by Dragon, safe section through the boundary line in front of the ESPN sign. And that's just the way it is, baby. Here on Coopers Field, casting my eyes in the beer garden, a lot of contented players and family members there with a 4 and 20 pie. Hot sauce, same again for second course. Second attempt here by the Crows. 12 for Austin, you see is Heljar. backwards in time to go forward into their future. Welcome to the future of the presentation of Australian rules football. And I know that, I know Hughesie's in town. I've had a Coopers with Hughesy, Andrew Hughes, a bit of dinner together. Hughesie's here as international and community development. I wonder if they'll take this style of presentation back to the International Cup. Another shot on goal by Austin through the motions. Come of 2020, because even the AFL utilises the USAFL presentation of football back in 2008 and 2011. Good to have you in the house, Andrew Hughes. Your first time, and I know there is a wow factor. Talking about wow factor, it's going to be a wow come at 4 o'clock, because it's kind of looking like Austin are going to get across the line, and they're going to be playing against the 8-time divisional champions in Denver. And Austin have, 4 of the last 6. So the team of the 2 decades come together. Look like coming together in like a heavyweight contest of the world in the largest tournament, Australian rules tournament of the world, USAFL Nationals, the jewel in the event calendar of the USAFL. Roop again in the middle, patriotic chore. Let it ride. They fly across the trees and seas through all degrees. LA Dragons kick it to anywhere they please. They please now, left half forward. Couldn't take clean possession. Clear those tracks. We're coming on down the line, says Austin. Kick, delicious. Make their connection. 22. 22 was Barr. Barr, seeing if you can see daylight between players. Good kick, eyes off the ball, but if one don't get you, the other must. Play fake there, 31, Austin Crows. Stewart, looking for that man Campbell again. In the bottom of a soup can, Campbell. Jedden isn't out, he has 2 goals already, I believe. Errant kick out by the Dragons, marked by 31 from the Austin Crows. William Stewart sees his future was looking bright, not that bright, he perhaps needed shades. Now LA Dragons, centre of the ground. Clear those tracks, I'm coming down the line and line up like a Wichita linesman. Long, no mark paid. Campbell again in everything, and I mean everything. Benjamin Carter hovering, LA Dragons holding firm. Air Ellis to the blue skies of Sarasota, fist of fury. 25, Austin Crows, batters it back. That's Lentz. Finally, 3, Austin. Brown around the arc, like raiding the arc. And on the end, at the bow of that arc, who do we have as he spins around? The number 22 for the Crows, Stephen Barr. Barr now on the laconic approach. Cross the face. No mark on the outer side. Still alive. They pick up the money. Honey Dragons tried to take them on. Ball taken to ground as the player was. Good support. Support act there with a couple of Dragons who chimed on in. Crows, though, splitting the seas like Moses on a Sunday was Harry Burgess, the left half forward. And LA do mark. Trying to switch it to the other side. Good. Austin have the read about it. Good kick, had distance. Cleared a little danger. 15 for Austin, you can see. And that's Mitchell. You're now with Brown. Downtown. LA again. He's done well, this guy. Sorry I don't have his name with his numbers. But that's his second mark in the matter of a minute. And blood rule, I think. He's copped one above the brow. Laurie Roop says, go and get yourself stitched up. So one goes off, one goes on. 18 players on the field, Division 1. With 24 all up on the list. Eligible to play. Good to see big Mason Cox out there too, running the water for the Crows. Mason back for the second time. Star performer for the Collingwood Football Club. putting into the USAFL Nationals at all levels like everyone does, including Shane McInerney. Running water too. Great to see, fellas. Thank you. Crows in the middle. Picked up by the number 31 here for Austin. Shot on goal is Stewart, and he misses to the right-hand side. Dutchy to the right-hand side, Stewart. Again, a little bit in reserve, Austin. You can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to just drive this thing into fifth gear once they get into the next game. Probably cruising on second and third at the moment. No doubt Denver around the place, keeping a watchful eye on what's going on, and Austin are probably not showing all their true colours at the moment, but respectful of their opponents, LA. Respect, number 10, he says, but booms on goal, shoots, scores. But from Austin. All but one hand on the trophy at the moment. 26 now, 32 in fact, play 6, Coopers Field action. Had a great chat with Mason Cox, an informal chat amongst an intimate crowd on Friday night, and go and talk to the big man. He opens up about a lot of things, a deep thinker, and has some amazing visions for football, not only back in Australia, but in the synergies between US and Australian sport, and of course the synergies between our game and that back in Australia specifically. Of course, his brother Nolan is playing. That's well documented there. He's got a couple of brothers in this tournament, but going to be like a funk soul brother out of the middle and kick it way on down. We know one thing about Austin, they play a spare man in defence. That will something that Austin will be worried about. Illegal contact against the LA Dragons, though. Or for the LA Dragons. Here's a chance for them. The number 58, don't have his name, but the number is 6. He goes off to his number 30. 6 being 6 points on the scoreboard. That's what they've got. Straight shooting sons of gun. Dragons, they move to 12. 12 plays 32. Now, I've seen sides come back on the breeze in the second half. So there's still hope and believe, and you've got to believe out there, the Dragons. Hooter belongs to another oval. In fact, or as Roop signalled, that's time. It is time here, half-time at a Sejoub matches the football. Coopers Field, 32 plays 12. Now here's your time to grab your merchandise, grab a beer, grab a pie. This is the griller. I'll leave it right there. That score again, 32 plays 12. Finals to follow, not long in our future. How many games? Oh, I think it's finals now. I think it's all going to be finals, so I think it's going to be, I'll have a look at the schedule. We'll just wait till it's all done here.
Run in the shadows, down.
I'll finish the game. I'm just passing the information with enough time to do something.
Tell her the music's working from them.
She heard you.
So we have a break here at 12 o'clock. And then after that at 1 o'clock, it's Division 3 final. So there's 3 more games for us here on this oval here. Hey, Andy, well done, mate. You've lost nothing in pace. Hey? Oh, no doubt. I mean, I'm not every year. I've already said you're old out there, all right? Old dogs for hard. Old. Oh, well, for you, I'm going to say real old, if you like. So well done, guys. Bloody brilliant. Well done back there, mate. You still do your stuff. You drop back. Your speed factor you still got. I mean, normally when you're old like you, Andy, you lose your speed. But you still got genuine speed. Yes. What was that when you cut left?
Because I read the play and I got the ball. I got a nice kind of.
Looked like you were moving, still smoking to me.
I was on the move. Everyone was standing.
Oh, you're selling yourself short, Andy.
But
But still.
I picked an American play, I guess, as opposed to.
Yeah, smart. Yeah. This is, yeah. It's going to be interesting how you handle this mob. It's going to be good.
Played Austin tough this year. We hung tough at St. Louis and we were missing a few guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good matchup. We play them
Well, yeah, you're going to play. Because I know you're going to play. And the thing was too is that what happened to Golden Gate. What I saw is. Threaded to the forward line. No mark paid. Play on, so on and so forth. Austin have got it. Well tackled. Oh, umpire comes in and says you didn't release the ball by foot or by hand. He's right. And the Dragons have it. Right half forward flank. Now called to play on by umpire Roop. Correct decision. So the decision was to go long, but Austin had read about it. They read the prelude before it. Oh, play action by Austin. Steady. Flat line. Connect. Good kick. Threading the needle through the haystack to the 43 there in Melissa. 43 has it now. Looking this way than that. Controlling tempo. See how the eyes are darting left and right. Feigns. Foots. Right half forward. Now back to 31. He was impressive, was Stewart in the first half. Stewart to the 45 there in Vosguru. There's Ben Carpenter on his horse and riding, lays the tackle, jumps in, held off it, play on. Austin, 33, out of side. Bartel, held up. Root back in the action. Toss it in. Centre hard forward position. Make sure you find your position either side of the tent, Cooper's tent. That's where the action will be. Let it be, says Roop. Carpenter. They're very aware when he gets around the ball. Players actually go that extra. Find that extra pace and that extra figure to bring the big man down. Fine specimen athletic. Won't worry him in the slightest. Keep your eye on Carpenter. 3, bootleg around, and that's Brown. Inboard, shot, shoot, score, Austin. Big wheels keep on rolling, like a proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling Austin with their systems. A lot of systems of a down. Very good systems going forward though, the Crows. Notice how they like to play the attacking side of the ground there with the winds at their back. Like I said, they're just rolling down an interstate at the moment. Laid back like George Jones, swerving this way than that. Maybe with a bit of Jason Aldean on the radio. 6-pack of Coopers alongside them. Dale Earnhardt sticker on the back of their window. Just cruising towards the Florida-Georgia line. Dragons in the centre. Free kick. Got your hands up. Now back on back and send it. Short kick. Good lead. Done well this guy, the number 1. Don't have his name. Against the breeze. Pops it up into the space. Crows read about it. Midnight oil fashion. Plenty of oil too in the Chevy. Well greased and serviced unit, the Crows. Good chop off at the pass. Dragons. Free kick off the play. Roop's called it. Don't know if it was for. Forward line. Crows. Lining up to get a kick. On the wide out now. Back inboard. In comes the 22 for Austin. Out to the number 3 in Brown. Brown even wider still. Multiple options, the Crows. And the option this time was number 38 for the Crows in Dylan Barr. Barr on the 50. Let's see what he can do, CC Ryder. Ride it, Cowboy. Ride it, Cowboy. Good ride, Cowboy. 6 more points to them. Move on to 44, plays 12. Sending out signals, sending out a warning to all in sundry. It's going to take everything to beat them. Skill, strategy, pace, fitness, finesse, man-on-man coverage. They've got it all, the Austin Crows. But they'll be well aware of the heavyweight championship that's before them. Cometh 4 o'clock. Up again, well done, well won by LA. 31 at ground level as we'll pick it up a little bit for the players there in Stewart. Stewart sends the centre half forward. On my bike and ride, the number 33 there in Bartel. Telling kick to the forward line of the back. Ben Carpenter's there, but it kept on rolling. Rolling on the river. Straight forward, 6 more points to the Austin Crows as we change it up a little. Let's bring this crowd alive, 50-12. Back in the middle again. Laconic, like in second year. Mateship match coming up. Legends, of course, the kids too. If you've got a youngster who'd like to play, there's a clinic that he can get involved with, or a little workshop. Maybe you can get to talk to Mason Cox somewhere around the place for inspiration. Tournament Central, they'll get you sorted out. So working a bit on a wing and a prayer here. Dodgy old Okie Doke orders at the Dougie. dances the Dougie, not even from Kentucky. There's a bit of verbalisation behind the pack. And the umpire says, what does he say? Is he saying, see you later? Is he pulling a card out of the pocket? Yep, I think he is. Yellow card, like, see you later, hip na bow bow for Descent. And with that card for Descent there, off he goes. That is a 10 minutes time on the bench. The player can be replaced. Now the show is rolling again, like I said, down the river. Proud Mary football by Austin Crows to the forward line. No mark paid. Carpenter is in there too. LA Dragon displaying to umpire Roop that I'm trying my best to dispose of it. And Roop travelling an enormous amount of ground in this match too. Of umpire of some notoriety in Laurie Roop. Up they go, one down by Austin. Couldn't get away, ball jars free. 12, space and time, snap, shoot, score to the left-hand side of the post. Is it? Waiting on the goal umpire. 6 more points to the Crows. The machine is well greased and gassed. 56 versus 12 to the LA Dragons. Interesting. I get the feeling it's going to be a man-o-man contest come at 4 p.m. Don't forget all finals are covered. Division 3, Division 2, not all finals are covered, but Division 3, Division 2, Division 1 in the men's, and women's Division 1 final 2 with Peter Holden on ESPN 3. Brian Barish will be back. He's good, Brian. He's just listening to a bit of Jimmy Buffett music there for the last couple of hours, just getting himself for ready for this call. I know you're coming, Brian. I know you're coming, and that's where the good stuff, top shelf, is going to come out. I look forward to working with you, good buddy, as the good stuff there now is at right half forward. Dragon's going to keep on keeping on. Because we love playing this game in America. We just don't get the opportunities to play it week in and week out. So when we're here, we enjoy it, we love it, and we just keep going. And like I say, when you play on the red line overload, you've got to expect that fevers are pitched. But all in all, it's been a great tournament. No real trouble when it's come to that department, the rednecking side. Who is your side? You can bet all sides will be gathered around here during the finals. Is Austin now going through their finales as they set their sights on 4 p.m. Structures are great. Look at the spread. Number 12 there for Austin is Heljar. Heljar needed help. Caught holding the ball. LA Dragons now a chance from right half back. Dragons. Oh, fortunate son finds his man. You need a bit of luck in 42. And don't forget the luck might come into the final as well. A bounce here, a bounce there. Here a bounce, there a bounce, everywhere. An LA Dragon, which is good. Good delivery. Right in front of the Go Live sportscast position, commentary position. You've been with the grill of the last 3 or 4 matches. Joined by Brian Barish later in the day. Peter Holden will be here too. Tommy Ellis will be joining for special comments, the US Revolution coach. Austin and Roach towards left half forward. Like he was dancing to Papa Roach here, the number 15 in Mitchell. Oh, abracadabra, reach out and grab you, Steve Miller fashion. Mark there by the number 12, I think it is, at Heljar. To number 3, closing. Stay on target, Brown, and closing, but it's off to the right-hand side and through for a minor score. Here's the contented Dorrit James. Tournament direction, my good buddy, rolls on by with umpire Mills. And we'll have an announcement. Dougie, if Dougie's in the house too, Doug Drinkwater, you can give us the special announcement of what with the Ask Track program that you have with umpires. We've got a surprise announcement there for the Division 1 final. Opportunities both ways, but I also understand you'll have some experience in there too, with a man no stranger to the Division 1 final. And another point there to the Crows. 57 plays 12. towards left half back in front of the ESPN sign. Send me a sign. Picked up by 4 from Austin. Wide. No mark taken by the Dragons. Over and out once again. As you can hear in the background, when sides get close to making finals, it's not only joy to the world, it's also all the boys and girls associated with the entourage of a team. And a lot of joy coming there from Field 4 in the background. A lot of joy displayed too by the Minnesota Freeze with their win today in a Division 1 match, just to get one on the board. A side that hadn't been back in Division 1 since 2014. Claimed a scalp and a personal best, if you will. So a lot of personal bests around the divisions today. And I think we're hearing one from the yonder. It's over in the yonder. Good mark to the Crows, paid by the number 43. And that is Malessa. Malessa Caressa to the forward line. Marks tied up against the white line. Just now some concurring on the boundary. In fact, out of bounds on the full. And it's great. If the boundary umpires or goal umpires haven't been sure on the decision at times, they've just consulted the central umpire. And there's always been a mix of experience and youth. And there's a lot of teaching going on in the process. There's been umpire clinics been running by both AFL and USAFL umpires on Friday. And they get all the best tuition that's available through Doug Drinkwater, who was an AFL elite performance coach, and specifically for the umpires. We've had legendary umpires like Shane McInerney joining us, along with Razor Ray, umpire Donlan, and young Gavin. Give it all my love into the forward line. Tackled there. Crows picked up by the Dragons. Dragons looking for some way out of there. Crows just happy to see it over and out. Not to expend too much energy. 57 plays 12. Again, Breeze picking up. LA Dragons, centre half back, looking to switch it. Connection. I'll take the mark. Pop it over the top. Working well, LA. Coming alive. Getting together right now over the footy. Even takes a bounce at number 10, if you don't mind. Court went to ground. Court holding the ball. A relatively new player by the looks of things. But well done. You don't mind your player taking on the game, and that's what he did on that occasion. Crows, you can see how many players they have around the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4 there, which equates to an open forward line down there. So we'll have a look at the Crows. They approach it. They have formations almost. You can see them all running in here. So they have a unit like special teams that follow the ball around everywhere it goes. The number 31 is a part of that, and that's Stewart. So there's Stewart again. So they have a man on every corner at every contest with an open forward line. That's the way the Crows play. And no lack of tenacity either. Laurie Roop rides in with a decision. Free kick to the Crows. Kicking in danger, I think it might have been. I heard her say when the hands are down like that, so I'm thinking you just can't kick the ball if you come in with a soccer. Kicking in danger. No danger out there for the Crows, all alone. So lonely, like a police song. Austin Crows. Well, never alone if you're a Crow, particularly on the scoreboard. They've got 9 already, 9-3-57. On its way, 6 more to the Crows, make that 10-3, 63. The LA Dragons, 2 straight, that's 12.
We're pushing the mateship match, and we're combining it with the Masters and Legends.
Okay.
So it'll be on field 3. We're going to meet still Masters and Legends, meet at 12:15 at Tournament Central. Grab your jerseys. The game we'll head to the field at 12:30. So meet at Tournament Central at 12:15 for the Masters and Legends. We're combining with the mateship match.
And then out at field 3.
And then
Okay.
out of field 3.
Okay, so we're having a combined mateship match and Masters and Legends. So we're combining up. I've been on about what that's all about. So if you're a master or if you're a legend or you've been an active service and you want to play in a Masters game combined with the Masters and Legends, meet at the Tournament Central tent at 12:15, and I believe then you'll be progressing to field 3 at around 12:30 or 12:45. So the mateship match and the US plus Australian veterans match, the mateship match combined, Tournament Central, 12:15. 4:15 will be the men's division final. Austin Crows will be there. Who will it be in the morning? Celebrating a Papa John Hurrell Cup. Divisional finals through all divisions. Presentations at the end of the day today. Trophy winners. MVPs for the tournament. MVPs for the finals. Special awards. All gathering together over at Cooper's. Socket into the free space on the free lands. Was it endangered? No, it wasn't. Kick to the Dragons. Again, women's 2 finals coming up. That'll be on field 2. So run through the schedule today. So women's D1 5th place match will be coming up at 12 o'clock on field 2. The mateship match on field 3. Field 4 at 12 o'clock, the Division 4 final. And on field 5 at 12 o'clock, women's Division 2 5th place match. It's coming up on the lunch hour. LA, the wing. Again, keep on keeping on, make the connection. Looking for the fast play, the fast break. Good presence of mind by that player. But Stewart arrives. He's one of those special teams from Austin. And again, if you take a look at Austin, 1, 2, 3, 4 players outriding the pack. Trying to hem you in or corral you in. And pace, too, from that player off his wing. Coming in like Ben Johnson. Hooter sounds, it's not for us, is it? Play remains alive. Can be a little confusing. Again, 2 more Crows. Well done, deft kick to LA. Was it high contact? It was. Pushing them back. Crows waste no time, but have to go back behind the mark. And you can see there's a fair bit of learning and tuition through there, the mix of Australian and US players. There's a 50-50 rule, so you can have nationals and non-nationals, I should say. Nationals and non-nationals. You can have 9 non-nationals in a side, maximum. The rest have to be nationals. There's actually a push by Tom Ellis to make that 9 and 7, but that's a story for another day. From 9 down to 7 non-nationals. Snap on goal, LA, will they get on the scoreboard again for this half? First time for the half, they had 2 goals, 1-13, trailing Austin, who are 63. So the switch play is one thing we look for Austin come Division 1 final, and that's what they will be playing, ladies and gentlemen. 63-13 to 13. LA Dragons now the Austin Crows. We take a look at just where they are at in their performance across this championship. Of course, they are 3-0. Of course, defending Division 1 champions, have won the last 4 of 6 and have played in 8 grand finals, and they were simply through the emotion, and they'll take their sweet emotions through to the Division 1 grand final. There it is on Go Live Sportscast. Stand by, we'll have a break here. That's 4 up and 4 down for the Griller. I might go and grab myself a Bundaberg root beer. Thank you very much to Bundaberg Brew for your second tier sponsorship. Excellent stuff. Be a part of this USAFL family. Log on to usafl.com and find a team that is near you.
This is a 10-minute.
It's an hour, huh? It's showing an hour. That's what I'm reading. But if it is 10 minutes, if Brian Barish hasn't got another voice here, I'm going to get onto him. I've got Brian just laying back, preparing himself for ESPN.
So, well, we just need a camera over here, and what else are we doing?
So now, I know Tom Ellis is going to join us for the Division games. I think we're going to have him down there. Oh, you're talking